Starting off with Minnesota prosecutors and federal immigration officers are increasingly at odds following criminal charges filed against an ICE agent, Christian Castro, in connection with the January shooting during Operation Metro Surge in Minneapolis. Castro faces 4 counts of second-degree assault and 1 count of falsely reporting a crime stemming from a January 14th shooting of a Minneapolis man during a federal immigration operation known as Operation Metro Surge. Now, this large-scale federal immigration enforcement operation effort has brought thousands of agents to the Twin Cities earlier this year. An ICE spokesperson told the Center Square that this case is, quote, a political stunt. These actions by Minnesota sanctuary politicians are unlawful and nothing more than a political stunt. The men and women of ICE are entrusted with upholding the rule and are held to the highest standards of professionalism, integrity, and ethic conduct. Violations of the sacred sworn oath will not be tolerated. Now, the spokesperson has also said that the U.S. Attorney's Office is reviewing statements made under oath related to Castro's case and noted that the federal personnel could face disciplinary action if misconduct is found. Now, the operation has sparked, obviously, many protests across the Twin Cities and has increased scrutiny over local officials following several confrontations involving federal agents. Now, federal authorities initially alleged that officers involved in the January incident had been assaulted during the encounter, but prosecutors now dispute that account and say that parts of the original federal description of the event were inaccurate. The Castro case is obviously part of a broader review by Minnesota authorities into conducting during Operation Metro Surge. Prosecutors say they are reviewing more than a dozen additional incidences involving federal agents and have launched a public portal for residents to submit photos and videos connected to these investigations. Now, Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison released a statement backing the prosecution and said the state of Minnesota must uphold people accountable for violating the law and for harming Minnesotans. I support the filing of these charges. And what they're saying here is that these federal agents are not above the law and they'll take every step they can to hold them accountable. We'll continue to follow this story and more. You can go to thecentersquare.com to see the developments of what goes out in the state of Minnesota.